So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's got all. No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, James Maddison, is a playmaker with a genuine touch of class about him. He's at his most dangerous.
Wirtz! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Robertson. And Gravenberch. Threads one in. Drives it. Climbs up big! And he's there to get it away. Gravenberch. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's good vision. Oh, that's a key interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Robertson. More and more pressure on the ball here. So we're still where we started right now. Quarter of an hour played. Van Dijk. Liverpool applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And the pass is intercepted. Solanke. Colomwani, he is through here. And he's had a hit. Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a pretty loose pass. Maddison. Kudus. João Palhinha succumbs to the pressure. Ekitike. And the counter is on. Now he's off and running. No, that's been intercepted. Konate. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Solanke. And Solanke! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit.
Oh, they could be caught out here!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
João Palhinha. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Udogi. Driving forward. Now it's Isak. Ekitike. And it's Robertson. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Danger averted for now. Frimpong. That looks a good ball through. Stood up well to him there. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking to play him in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Could move up a gear here. Kudus looking to get on the end of this. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Frimpong.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now that's well seen too. Looking for the run. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals.
Let's hope the
score
boys can turn it up for the
0-0.
second.
And the second half gets underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. He's having a go! Gravenberg. That's Wirtz. McAllister. That's Wirtz. Now it's Isak. And it's Robertson. And here's Gakpo. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Wirtz. And Robertson. He's had it taken off him. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Pass is just off target. Can he spark a counter here? In with the challenge. João Palhinha. Now it's Maddison.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pinches it off him. 60 minutes played. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Kolomwani. Alisson claims comfortable. João Palhinha. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Tries to pass it through. Isak goes for the header! And they can counter here. Kudus takes control of it, and he's on the move. Gakpo. Ekitike. Plenty to aim at here. Now it's Gakpo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kudus! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Kudus. And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Kudus certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 39, Kolomwani.
Konate.
Coming on the field. Number 29,
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Out to the left it goes. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's hit the upright. It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Solanke, real chance! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Number 19, Dominic Solanke. Substitution on the field. Number 10, James
So,
Madison.
time for changes
Number
on
20,
both sides, actually.
Mohamed Kudus.
Things starting to look
Number
very
19,
comfortable.
This is
Solanke.
wonderful front-footed
Coming
football.
on the
The
field,
manager will be absolutely
number
thrilled to see his
21,
team clicking in every
Kulusevski.
department.
Number 7,
Johnson is onto this. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot!
Substitution.
Off the post. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Tottenham with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Surely now! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the top.
Takes a shot! Oh, crossbar! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Jones, Konate, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Isaac driving forward. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Soboslai gets into a good position. Romero clears it away. And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Looking for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
Kelly certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he's forced to go back. Well timed, excellent interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the young Lenny Yoro will be key here, Peter, because he's going to be the one who triggers the team's attacking plays. Once he wins the ball, he's very good at spraying it long range and mid-range, left and right, looking for people obviously on the run. So he's no slouch when it comes to defending either, and I think his recovery pace is actually quite tasty too.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's there to retrieve it. Couldn't squeeze it through. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's made its way to him. Now that looks a decent ball. Bruno Fernandes, pass somewhat off target. McKennie picks it up out wide. João Mario, looking to go deep.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
João Mario wriggles his way through. He has found a way through. Corner number 2 then. Oh, smashing header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
McKennie clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quality ball. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes touches it back. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Openda. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Bruno Fernandes. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work...
Terrific header! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Martinez, Yoro, Ugarte, Martinez, Mazraoui. Passes coming off in quick succession here. David, Bremer. Here's Locatelli. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he's making progress on the ball. João Mario gets into some space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That is a great pick out. Kostic. And it's Locatelli. Just 5 minutes left until the break. He's chosen to go back, and it's Casemiro. Now it's Vlahovic. McKennie aims beyond the defence. Yoro. Mazraoui. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Bruno Fernandes. And the flag has stayed down. It's really well manoeuvred. McKennie. Openda. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Vlahovic. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, important interception. Cleared without complication. Matheus Cunha. Šeško.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now, what about a counter-attack? McKennie. Oh, that's a key interception. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Ugarte. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Openda. That is lovely. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought...
And the shot! He scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Knocks it into space. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Look at this real chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, this looks sharp. That has been slung wide. Manchester United finding their passes. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. And it's Casemiro. And it's McKennie. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Kelly. Oh, can he get onto this? Well read, nice interception. Vlahovic. Yoro. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he's worked it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 19. Attenzione, un cambio.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Played back. David. Out towards the flank. Thuram. And that was asking just too much of him.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9.
So there's going to be another change here. Milik coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Openda. Milik. He's a sharp little ball here. Openda showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Thuram, and it's Koopmeiners. Tries a shot, and it's come back out to him. Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And he was quick to react. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Majraoui. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's a good ball out wide. Ahmad. Matheus Cunha. Zirkzee. Big chance! It's a goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out...
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Viene sostituito con il...
So our quest to find the winner continues. That's the keeper's ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's David. Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. Matheus Cunha. No, it's come to nothing. Milik is onto it in a flash. Yoro. And it's Mazraoui. Now Ugarte. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. More and more pressure on the ball here. Tries to pass it through. Mazraoui deals with that comfortably. Malacia. And it's Menu. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Shaw. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Shot could be on. He slings it in. And he's quick to get it clear again. Zirkzee. Zirkzee was only too happy to help out. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5, numero 30.
And we're off for the final time.
Lasciano il campo per il numero
This
21,
really has been
il
thrilling.
numero 11,
Both sides
il
going
numero
at it.
17.
And now
Cambio di
for the
giocatore.
final act. Opts for safety. Tries to play it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting through the... Oh, shooting chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
He's there to head it! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Mazraoui. Good-looking ball. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Mount. And it's Ugarte. Jagrova. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, super find. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, Peter, the manager's all smart.
Great chance! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Numero 10.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Oh, they could break here. Milik going full steam ahead down the left flank. Zirkzee. Menu. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. And here's Adley. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric. And that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that.
Adley! Doué. Oh no, what has happened here? Now that's well seen too. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Evan Nielsen, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
This is the time you need that pace.
Evan Nielsen. Paris Saint-Germain are still to register a shot on target. He's through and all along. Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Kluivert deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cook. Opts for safety. Cook chasing after it. Kluivert. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Kluivert. Somewhat off target. And he's there to belt it away. Gonzalo Ramos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Semenyo. Kluivert. Hill. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That has not gone well. Hill calmly anticipates. And here's Evan Nielsen. Kluivert. There's the shot! They've scored! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Cook.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Semenyo looking to get on the end of this. Showing good feet. And it's Cook. He's in a great position here. Shoots! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Bournemouth are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Kluivert. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Spread out to the left. He's making a real surge on the left. Crosses it in here. Senesi can get it clear. Adli. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And he's had a hit! Oh, super ball! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he plays one through. He's on it, can he get away? He has found the way. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Bournemouth find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Good ball, good take. Well, that looks a decent ball. This possibly the last play of the half. Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Chers spectateurs, je vais vous demander de bien vouloir vous tourner vers le grand écran pour un événement un peu particulier. Je ne vous en dis pas plus.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Now he's off and running. Oh, he's onto this. Picked out brilliantly. Nice interception, well timed. And that was very necessary. Hakimi. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Vitinha. That's an excellent interception. Adams. And it's Adli. Great vision. Semenyo providing an outlet on that flank. And that has been cleared. Vitinha clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dembele. Great ball, can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Adli, foot in.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
No way through there. Semenyo. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kvaratskhelia. Evan Nielsen wins the duel this time. Adli. Now Semenyo. That is ended up in no man's land. This is Dembele. Cook. Kluivert does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's a really well-measured ball. Semenyo. Fabian Ruiz cuts it out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more. No.
Big chance! And they've got rid. Truffert. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Dembele. Oh, he's found support out wide. should get the job done. And smartly reclaimed. Hill, who's set up one goal so far. Adams. Nuno Mendes. It's run loose here. Aimed beyond the defence. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And here's Doué. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's managed to get rid. Not the most accurate pass. Turns back here, probably the best option. Senesi. Kluivert running with the ball. Tries to pass it through.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 17, le numéro 10, le numéro 14.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift it would give would be huge, no matter what the end result is.
Changement.
And it's Neves. Marquinhos receives. Shot, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's their second corner of the game. Senesi gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, played right into his path, and he's certainly onside here. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. 2 minutes to be added on.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Christie, that's a little off target. João Neves. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. And that will be the final act. Paris Saint-Germain suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get...
And he shoots! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Antonio Silva. And it's Barrenechea. Looking tidy in possession here. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That is a brilliant interception. That's good running with the ball. And he was quick to react. Luca Bacchio. And here's the chance to counter. He has found the way through. Lovely feet. And he nearly went all the way.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found the way through. Faced a real chance. He has done it. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now that's well seen too. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Goulart has it out wide and in space. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Ditch defending, but that'll do. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet, delivers with wit. Benfica have the chance to go the other way.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's in plenty of space here. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, that was never going to make it. Oh, this looks sharp. Spread it left. And it's made its way to him. Oh, well played. And that's a good-looking ball. Barrenechea. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Chance to deliver. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Benfica applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Araujo. Played back in. That's very neat. Back when it goes. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's intervened well there. Barrenechea. Bruma. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quality ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, can they get him away? Has a look and plays it forward. And he's in. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. Nicely aimed pass. Barrenechea. Valverde.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nicely worked. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe! And he's managed to get free. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mbappe really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Araujo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for options for movement. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Bruma. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior looks to get on the end of this. Barrenechea. Played out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vinicius Junior has found the net here, of course.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for...
Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Luca Bacchio tries to play it through. That has been cut short. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Luca Bacchio.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tchouaméni makes the interception. Oh, some tackle that. Mbappe tries to pass it through. And that was nowhere near his best. Looking to play him in. Benfica can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
This looks promising. It's a really well-measured ball. Ball swung in. And that has been cleared. Luca Bacchio. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And he's managed to get rid. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, super. Tries a shot! Goal! Benfica! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
El dorsal 11. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Benfica get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Swung over. Now it's Luca Bacchio. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Mbappe, and he's worked it through. Otamendi. Now he's off and running. Now, what about a counter-attack? So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.